Hey guys, it's Lego Maestro here, and welcome back to another episode of Hypixel Alert. You guys, this episode is going to be one you are not going to want to miss, because this episode has some hard-hitting and juicy news about the Technoblade versus Dream fight, along with some deleted tweets from ThirtyVirus and Simon, who went at it this week on Twitter. So you guys, make sure you stay tuned. And you guys, to start off the news this week, I'm going to do something I have not done in the past. We are going to go through 6 stories in just 2 minutes. Are you ready? Here we go. This week, Bedwars YouTuber It's Glimpse got the YouTube rank, and along with him, this week, Skyblock YouTuber Cookie No Rookie also got the rank. Now, also in the milestones this week, Menacing Banana hit 50,000 subscribers, and he tweeted out, saying only 1/2,000th of the way to a black diamond play button, and at Lego Maestro to say, oh, you've got to be kidding me. There's a man in my house. Dude, if my parents hear this... Anyway, also in the milestones this week, Zap also hit 50,000 subscribers, and he tweeted out saying, honestly, never imagined this happening. We hit 50,000 subscribers last night, and I'm extremely grateful. Thank you for all the support. Also, hi at Lego Maestro. Now guys, before we get into our next 3 milestones, I know I'm on the clock, but if you guys want to stay up to date on everything going on in the Hypixel news, and you're new here, then I would highly recommend subscribing to the channel with those notifications on. Of course, I'll be your host, Lego Maestro, keeping you informed on everything you need to know going on in the Hypixel network. And with that, you guys, also in your stories this week, there was a housing update that was released with a bunch of new changes, including region settings, action pads, and Pro Tool improvements. And also this week on our final very sad story, a very well-known staff manager known as RobityBobity, well, this week she resigned from the network to spend more time with friends and family. If you guys have played Hypixel for a while and you all know the staff, then you would know RobityBobity. I mean, she was so active on the server, and Robity, if you're watching this, I wish you the best for the future. Now you guys, I hopefully did good on the time. It looks like we just barely made it. And now you guys, to finish off the milestones this week, before we get into our biggest story that I know you guys are dying for me to cover this week, YouTubers Mekz and InHumanly, they basically run the same channel, but this week they hit 30,000 subscribers.
InHumanly and I have been working together for around 4 years. This included back on the old server we used to play called Cosmic, where we would work together on one account to keep ahead of the competition in order to keep the content flowing for us. InHumanly will go ahead and talk about his role on the channel and what we are currently doing.
As Mekz said, we have been working on the channel for around 4 years, and we've always had a 50-50 stake in the channel. As of more recently, when we have begun to focus on the quality of the videos, I decided to take a step back from recording and focus more on the scripting aspect of the channel to keep the videos as entertaining as possible for you guys, due to me not having the best mic at the time. Now this has changed, we have decided that I will be taking a more recording role in the channel, as well as filling my other obligations, which is why you guys have been seeing me more in a recording position of the channel.
This week, Mekz tweeted out, saying, thank you for 30K. InHumanly and I have come so far and we couldn't have done it without you. Thank you for the continuous support. Now we just need to hope InHumanly and I both get the YouTube rank at Lego Maestro. Can you please say, lol unfair, plugin, grogoggery, chewy, run, dual, slim, shipsy, oh goo gosh. It's a city in Wales. And yes, you guys, before you tell me in the comments, I know I nailed that perfectly. I mean, hopefully both of them get the YouTube rank, but we'll just have to wait and see. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to get into the story you have been dying for me to cover. This one is the biggest fight in Minecraft history, with $100,000 on the line between Dream and Technoblade, 2 of the biggest Minecraft creators. Now you guys, we have a bunch of updates on this duel, and starting us off this week, TommyInnit did a live stream when this happened. And watch the chat.
Oh, Dream? When is your Technoblade Juan versus Juan? I want to know, because he said he's going to be on the server a lot more after that, and he's on quite a lot today. PogChamp. Guys, you know what I've been considering? Is getting rid of BTTV. Because I really like the idea of my whole chat only using PogChamps. I really like the idea of... Because basically...
So at this point, we knew the duel was going to happen very soon, but well, just yesterday, Dream made an official announcement. He tweeted out saying the Mr. Beast $100,000 Technoblade duel is this Thursday. This is going to be insane, one of the biggest duels in gaming history. Regardless of what happens, I have insane respect for Techno and applaud him for even being brave enough to agree, may the best man win. And to this he also replied, saying 5 duels on 1.8, 5 duels on 1.16 should be fair. And to this a Stan account responded, saying don't be shy, drop the time so I know whether school's gonna mess me up or not. And to this Dream responded, saying video will drop another day I'm sure, shortly after. So it looks like the duel is not going to be live streamed, but that's not all. In replying to Dream's initial tweet, Technoblade responded, saying me, okay, let's have a fun, casual duel, no stress, just for fun, everyone's a winner. Everyone else, this is going to be the biggest event of all time. Logan Paul versus KSI Minecraft Edition, 10 billion views. We coded it so that if you die in the duel, you die in real life. Which, by the way, is a Shoutout reference. You know, Techno's kind of an anime fan. But anyway, you guys, lastly responding to this tweet, Mr. Beast said this, it's going to be massive. I'm excited. You guys, if you can't tell, this is going to be a battle that's going to go down in history. And just like Dream said, it's going to be one of the biggest duels in gaming history. I mean, $100,000 on the line. This is going to be huge. Now, that being said, ladies and gentlemen, grab your popcorn and get in your seats, because right now we have some exclusive info about the event from an anonymous, credible source that's near the action. Now, this is not confirmed, but they say that this is the 1.16 kit that is going to be used. It's going to include full diamond armor, a shield, a diamond sword and axe, a crossbow, bow, and 5 arrows. And for the 1.8 PvP, the kit includes a full set of diamond armor, a diamond sword, a rod, bow, and 5 arrows. Now, both of those kits have some very interesting aspects. For starters, the 1.16 duel includes an axe and a sword. So if, let's say, Dream wants to switch off between an axe and a sword, he can do that, and so can Techno. And along with this, in the 1.8 kit, they include a fishing rod, which is probably a very controversial aspect of this tournament, because rod PvP is its own mechanic, and if you're amazing with the rod, that pretty much decides the duel right then and there. Now, once again, ladies and gentlemen, this information is not confirmed and comes from an anonymous, credible source that is near the action. Now, once more, I have info that Technoblade has been practicing on alt accounts with none other than Fruitberries, and on the other hand, Dream has been practicing with Skeppy on 1.8, and he has also been practicing 1.16. So as you guys can tell, both sides are preparing for this event. And lastly, you guys, on the exclusive info for this duel is that there have been custom map builds that have been made specifically for this event. And lastly, both Carl Jacobs and Chris have been confirmed to be at this event. So you guys, some very, very exciting stuff. Now, I cannot disclose to you who this source is, but I'm sure you guys will get to see it unfold very soon. Now, there is one final thing that I'd like to say on this topic, and I think it's very important. I have heard that there have been some fan wars going on between Dream and Technoblade because this is such a big duel, and I want to say that of course there is a lot of money on the line and everyone can have their favorite person that they want to win, but that doesn't mean that we should attack another person's fandom. Even with the 100K on the line, at the end of the day, this is a fun duel between two big Minecraft creators. So once again, you guys, let's just have fun with this event and appreciate it no matter who wins. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, for our final story of the evening, this one is a big one, coming from ThirtyVirus and Simon, the owner of Hypixel. For starters, Simon actually tweeted out his first official tweet since he's been on his break from social media, and he tweeted out saying 111,000 at peak player count today. Nice. And to this he also responded saying, unfortunately, they do not have plans to support any more players than this, but it is still fun to see the network hit new records. But you guys, that is not why I'm covering Simon this week, and this is where ThirtyVirus comes in, because ladies and gentlemen, he tweeted out saying, Hypixel Skyblock Hardcore is my last chance to get far enough ahead with content to make videos that let me escape the niche. If I don't start making other content by the time the game mode dies, my channel will go with it. And you guys, he actually deleted this tweet, and to this, Simon replied with an 8-paragraph response, which he later deleted, and this is what it says. People have been saying the network will die as a whole for 8 years now, and yet we're at 105,000 weekend peaks, beating average of almost all video games, and major changes in content coming up to Skyblock while it still peaks over 45,000. First of all, we need to introduce monetization to be able to hire and stabilize the Skyblock team so they can release scheduled updates and focus on what works: world content. Usually in the game industry, it requires a team of 20 plus to be able to produce adequate updates, and the Skyblock team, they have 6. Also, we are already spending tons of resources, such as time and money, on this game mode. We fix dozens and hundreds of exploits, dupes, and bugs per week, something people don't really see, but that takes up most of our time. Skyblock is the only game that wakes up the team at 4 AM with alerts weekly. That means that the Skyblock team working on content is often pulled to work on issues. And that being said, we are aware and refocusing content in the coming weeks to make it less likely to increase maintenance of updates, more open world, fun, and such. We learned and we are still suffering from the Dungeons update. It should have been made with a much larger team while others worked on other updates. That being said, at Hypixel we sometimes take risks and push what is possible. That is why we are still as popular as we are today. It's hard because the community expects as much content coming from a small team than a 1,000+ studio. Give us some time to adjust, recover, and please trust the process. I know that more content is good and it's our ultimate focus. We're doing it, but it can't be instant. To be honest, these kinds of tweets annoy me because you often have private conversations with our team and never discuss these kinds of things, only to then tweet negatively about the game while fully aware that the team is working hard to address it. Like, what the heck, dude? I mean, you guys can tell he was very passionate about this issue, and after this, both ThirtyVirus and Simon deleted all of their tweets, and after this, ThirtyVirus officially tweeted out, saying, "I'm not one to delete tweets, but this time I was clearly wrong. Hypixel Skyblock isn't just a game mode made for daily YouTube content, and my fears of not being able to upload don't correlate with the state of the game itself. Either way, I need to look into uploading something else. All of 2020 has been a struggle for content, and recently I've reached my breaking point. Not having a video for the next day for many months has brought anxiety beyond belief, and I guess I finally snapped. I'm sorry, Simon, for being selfish and making it Hypixel's problem." And to this, a player responded saying, "It's not your fault," and to this, 30 responded saying, "It is my fault for making my career into 100% uploading videos about one minigame." And lastly, you guys, on this situation, in direct messages, 30virus gave me this statement. He said, "Simon and I handled it in DMs, and my only motive is to contribute to the community with videos while also making a living. At this point, it isn't my choice anymore to make Skyblock content, it's the YouTube algorithms. If I could drop the game for a month or two and do other things, I would, but so far, nothing else sticks. The game's update direction made YouTube content hard, but that wasn't a choice by the staff. Right now, it's an understanding between the staff and the community that the team can't do everything that it wants right away because of the small team size. Once they properly monetize Skyblock, they can hire more devs, which leads to more frequent and meaningful updates, which leads to content for YouTubers to make videos about and for players to enjoy. I want to stress that any negativity I've been putting out so far was me being honest with my subs about my tough situation right now, not as some way to bring down Skyblock. It's a scary situation to rely on daily uploads about a game that updates once every few months with maximum a few hours of new content." Wow, ladies and gentlemen, did you get all that? Because there was a lot there. I don't know, you guys, normally I have an opinion on these situations, but there's just so much, you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for your news this week. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. Of course, if you are new here and you want to stay up to date on everything going on in the Hypixel network, then I highly recommend subscribing to the channel. I'll be your host, Lego Maestro, keeping you informed on everything going on in the Hypixel network. Have a truly blessed day, and Hypixel Alert, now over 107,000 subscribers. And I will see you next time.